Alright, it's Geoffrey Howells carpet cleaning here, and we are going to be taking a look around at what we're going to be doing. Right now we're in the basement of the Southeast Portland home, and as you can see, the animals have done their job. Bit of odor being in the basement and all that stuff, so we're going to use the mixture of stuff I've actually shown in a previous video with Enzol and degreaser. And what that is, it's basically an enzyme with a degreaser. So the enzyme is going to get in there and it's going to chew up all this animal stuff. And then the degreaser is going to pull up any petroleum matter from outside. So it's pretty hardcore and it should clean us up real well. And because we are doing the degreaser, I like to do a little bit better than just a fiber rinse. Usually I'll go back through after I agitate using our CRB because of all the animal stuff that's in here. Oh yeah, and we will be grooming for hair, so that's another use for the CRB. But then after that is done and it's had sufficient dwell time, we'll take our multi-sprayer and actually put a rinse directly on the carpet. Because I want to be able to be cleaning a lot more thorough and let that rinse sit in there and absorb and neutralize everything before we just do a rinse and hope and cross our fingers that it neutralizes everything. So this is just a little bit more thorough way of doing it, especially using the degreaser. If I wasn't using the degreaser, there really is no reason to do that, but because we've boosted things quite a bit, it's usually a better idea to cover all your bases and do everything you can to neutralize and get all the residues out of the carpeting. Alright, so we pre-vacuumed the downstairs, come up the stairway, up this front room area here, kind of wraps around the front, into the front room there. Do a quick walk through here. And then we're going to do this back hallway. A little dark. Look for a light later on. But anyways, so why the pre-vacuum, you guys? Well, that bag is pretty much full. Or, the fill line is there. The garbage in the bag comes up to about there. So maybe that's 2 bags. But anyways, a lot of stuff. Oh, and then on the stairway, we fill this guy up again. So I'm not really surprised because that thing really lifts out a lot. So, 5 animals, lots of debris in the stairways, but always do a pre-vacuum. Because this is all stuff that's not going into the filter in my truck. And if that's not going in, that's a good thing, because it's either going to turn to mud or it's just going to jam everything up and make a huge mess. And the same with that nasty stuff there. You can do the pre-vacuum ahead of time and get all that nasty stuff out of there, or you can spend an hour or 2 afterwards cleaning all your equipment up. Your choice. Hey, so I thought this was somewhat notable. We went ahead and we pre-sprayed downstairs with a enzyme-based cleaner, a bit of a degreaser in it, just because this is pretty rough carpet down here. But I'd like to point out that pretty much every single little stain that was in here on the carpeting has now been pretty much obliterated and scrubbed out thanks to our CRB here. Now, one thing I would like to point out about this CRB is that this is something that most every other carpet cleaning company out there, especially the franchise ones, I'm not sure, but pretty much none of them are doing it. And this is considered a commercial grade carpet cleaning process for commercial carpets. But as you can see, I'm using it for agitation purposes. So a little bit more of a hybrid approach, but I think that it does a much more superior job as far as taking your cleaning solution and scrubbing into the carpeting. So we haven't even done a extraction down here yet, and the carpets already are looking clean. So you saw all the debris we got out. We probably got out 2 Kirby bags or more of just debris, dirt, filth, and hair out of the carpets, and then we went back and we scrubbed very well with this here. So this is an extremely thorough cleaning job. We're going to go upstairs and do the exact same process upstairs as well. Alright, so we finished the downstairs. I'm raking it out, but from this point forward I raked it all out, all cleaned up. Clean the bedroom and everything, and we did the stairway, so we're going to head upstairs and finish up the upstairs. Now, the carpet rake, it may seem like it's just for aesthetic purposes to make the carpet look nice, but really what it's actually doing is putting little grooves, you can't really see them in here, but puts little lines in the carpet, digs little channels, let's see, with the thick nylon brushes that are on there, and that allows airflow to get in between the fibers to dry the carpets faster. So, yeah, it makes it look nicer, but it also has a practical purpose of drying out the carpets.